Hey everyone, Nicole Carroll here with some tips for 18.4. Let's take a look. This one is for time, but it has a 9-minute time cap, which means for most of us, we're just trying to get as much work done in 9 minutes as possible. Maybe you're aiming to just get as far into Diane as possible, or maybe sub 9 minutes is a PR for you. If this is the case, just go for it 100% on the first part of this workout. On the handstand push-ups, do not go to failure. Take a quick break, 1, even 2 reps shy of slowing down. You might be gunning to get as many reps as possible into the second couplet. If this is the case, don't take Diane to the absolute red line. That said, if you think there's no way you'll get through that 21 at the heavier load, consider going harder on Diane. Be ready for the first set of deadlifts into the second couplet to feel heavy. Pay some extra attention to locking down your midline before hitting these. For the first time in an open workout, we are seeing handstand walking. If you get here, your midline will feel fatigued and it can be really hard to hold a good position. My handstand walking is definitely a work in progress, but something that works well for me is to keep a few simple cues in the forefront of my mind. Things like pressing through your fingertips and up through your shoulders, squeezing the butt, and shifting the weight from hand to hand. A classic girl like Diane is an awesome test of fitness in and of itself. Stay focused on what you can do with this one, have some fun with it, and good luck. one wasn't fun. Yeah, the handstand push-up standard makes a big difference. Smart. It'd be smart to have practiced to that standard. It always amazes me that I never do. I don't know if other people do, but it's like, why wouldn't you? Why don't I? Right? Every year, you're like, it's like a whole different animal. Why don't I ever practice it? I think a lot of people will end up getting stuck on the handstand push-ups a little bit, having to break them up more than they're used to at a minimum. It's going to force more breathing just by nature of having to break them up more and rest more. So then, if I did that again, I would just go for Diane. I'd go for the best Diane time, and then just pick up the bar and deadlift. Set your back, be smart, but kind of like, I was okay to kind of pick it up. I mean, I don't know, unless I'm misremembering, I don't think I took a lot of time. I had like, should I put the belt on, should I not? Fuck it, I'm not gonna. And then pick it up, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna. Because this is really heavy for me. So, but yeah, I forgot. I don't know how much faster I could have gone on the deads, but I forgot that those were the tie break when I was doing it. So, but, you know, like, it wasn't at a point where I was able to crank them out anyway, so how much faster could I have gotten them done? Maybe a few seconds, you know what I mean? If I had more intentionality about that, but handstand walk, my midline's just blown out. That's really like, just kind of wobbly, breathing hard, midline blown out, and I'm not very good at them anyway.
What did you feel in that handstand push-up standard? Same.
No different from, maybe even worse without the box. It's like, it's actually more opportunity to screw yourself in the heat of the workout, because I think you'll naturally, probably that might have been what's starting to happen. You'll naturally start to go wider because you feel like it's easier, and you don't have the box as just this dumb it down for you visual aid to not go so wide. So yeah, I mean, it was, you know, that's what I would do whenever you would say you need to get higher. Bring my hands a little closer and try to get a little closer to the wall. Both of those things. I should have thought too to just at least like think about tightening my butt or something, but I didn't. But you know, when I think about getting longer in handstand push-ups, it's like check that your grip's not too wide, and then, you know, really that you're really pressing up tight and tightening. At least tighten your butt. Sometimes when you're breathing like that, I find it really, really challenging to think of tightening my abs. But if I say squeeze my butt, it'll at least get that break at the hips out if that's happening. And then the other thing is move a little closer to the wall, but then you have to be careful you don't fall off the wall. That was that one that happened where I couldn't get my 2 feet. So I would say, in the scheme of Nicole's handstand push-ups, those were a little bit of a shit show. But that's okay. It happens.